Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 22nd of June 2023. Let's start with our session. Which institution has released the report named as Detox Development Repurposing Environmentally Harmful Subsidies? So this was the report from World Bank, and as per the report, large amounts of money are wasted on subsidies for agriculture, fishing and fossil fuels, which could be utilized to tackle the climate change and benefit humanity and the environment rather than causing this type of harm. Okay, so what's inside the report is not at all important. Only thing you have to remember is this was the report from World Bank. Now let's revise few of the important and the recent reports that were in news these days. First of all, the Food Outlook report has recently been released by United Nations body Food and Agriculture Organization. Headquarter lies in Rome, Italy. Okay. Then next report is here, the National Time Release Study Report 2023. And this report is released by the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and the Customs. Okay. Basically, time release study is a performance measurement tool which aims to present quantitative measure of the cargo release time. What does it mean? Means the time taken from arrival of the cargo at the customs station to its out of charge for domestic clearance in case of import, and arrival of the cargo at the customs station to the eventual departure of the carrier in case of export. Fine. So only thing you have to remember is the National Time Study Report has been released by which organization? Answer would be Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Then the third report is Ignoring the Red Lines, and this report has been released by the Safeguarding Health in Conflict Coalition, means SHCC. Fine. Also, the first sustainability report for financial year 21 to 22 has been released by the National Highways Authority of India, and it highlights the organization's commitment to become environmentally sustainable and its efforts in promoting the social responsibility, right? And the report is the Swachh Jal Se Suraksha Campaign Report. And this report was released by the Ministry of Jal Shakti. This campaign actually ran from 2nd of October 2022 up to 31st of March 2023. And now this report talks about what are the results of this campaign. Fine. Also, don't forget that Himachal Pradesh has recently become the first northeastern state in the country to release the district level of good governance index. Fine. So these are the different reports that were recently released and are important from your exams perspective. Next question is, Vaibhav Fellowship Program is implemented by which department of Government of India? So the Department of Science and Technology, which works under Ministry of Science and Technology, has launched this Vaibhav Fellowship Program, which aims to connect the Indian STEM diaspora, means science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine, with Indian academic and research and development institutions for collaborative research. And this fellowship would be awarded to outstanding scientists of Indian origin who are engaged in research activities in their respective countries. Fine. So Vaibhav Fellowship Program is implemented by the Department of Science and Technology, and if you talk about the ministry, so obviously it is Ministry of Science and Technology. What is the full form of Vaibhav? It is Vaishvik Bharati Vaigyanik Fellowship Program. Fine. Now let's talk about few important schemes. First of all, the government has recently approved the continuation of coal and lignite scheme, right? Basic aim of this scheme is to explore coal and lignite sources in the country, and now it would be effective from 2021-22 up to 2025 to 26. Fine. Then, which state has recently launched the Nand Baba milk mission scheme, and this scheme belongs to Uttar Pradesh. Basic aim is to empower the milk producers, right? Now the third news is about Andhra Pradesh, because recently Andhra Pradesh has replaced one of its scheme named as contributory pension scheme with the guaranteed pension scheme, right? And under this program, qualified employees will be entitled to a pension equivalent to 50% of their most recent salary, okay? And the fourth one is Namo Shetkari Mahasamman Yojana, and it belongs to Maharashtra state. Aim is to provide support to farmers in the state, fine? So these are the different schemes which were in news. An outreach program named as Julie Ladakh was organized by which particular organization? So Indian Navy conducted an outreach program at Ladakh named as Julie Ladakh, means Hello Ladakh, to create awareness about the Indian Navy in Ladakh. And this program included a 500 kilometers motorcycle expedition, and the core objective of the program is to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Second aim is to conduct awareness drive at schools and colleges about the career opportunities in Indian Navy, and third aim is to showcase the Nari Shakti in this region, fine? So Julie Ladakh has been organized by Indian Navy. At which place? So answer would be in Ladakh. Next is the United Nations General Assembly's resolution to establish a new memorial wall for fallen peacekeepers was piloted by which country? So UN General Assembly has adopted a resolution that is piloted by India to establish a new memorial wall for the fallen peacekeepers, and this resolution received a record 190 co-sponsorships, okay? Basically, as per data revealed by the United Nations General Assembly, out of the 3,500 peacekeepers who have lost lives in different missions of conflict areas from across the globe, 178 were Indians, fine? So that's why United Nations General Assembly has taken this resolution to establish a new memorial wall for fallen peacekeepers, and this resolution was piloted by the country India, fine? Now, which are the 5 new countries to elect as non-permanent members of United Nations Security Council? These 5 non-permanent member countries of UNSC are Slovenia, first is, second is Algeria, third is Republic of Korea, fourth is Sierra Leone, and the fifth one is Guyana. The name of these countries are very, very important, okay? Now, recently UK has appointed Jane Marriott as the first woman envoy to the country Pakistan, fine? And who's the first female Secretary General of World Meteorological Organization? This is Celeste Solo, okay? Headquarters of WMO lies in Geneva, Switzerland. Next is, which state recently announced that the prisons in the state will be known as the reform homes? So Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Yogi Adityanath, recently announced that the prison in the state will be known as the reform homes, and several measures like security assessment, grievance redressal, prison development board, behavioral changes toward the prisoners, and separate accommodation for women and transgender individuals will be implemented, fine? So now onwards, the prisons in the Uttar Pradesh state will be known as the reform homes. You have to tell me, recently the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Yogi Adityanath, has been conferred with which particular award? Do let me know in the comment section. Now let's see a few of the important state related current affairs. Which state has recently decided to withdraw the general consent accorded to the Central Bureau of Investigation, means CBI, to conduct probe in the state? So this is Tamil Nadu, and Tamil Nadu has become the 10th state in the country to do so, right? Then second news is about Mizoram. Mizoram government has set up a high-level committee to address the challenges that are faced by the internally displaced persons. You can be asked that which state has recently set up a committee to address the challenges faced by the internally displaced people. So answer would be Mizoram. Talking about Uttar Pradesh, Recently, Uttar Pradesh has launched a family ID portal. Why? To create a comprehensive database of family units to facilitate employment opportunities. Fine. And which state or the union territory has recently celebrated the Lavender Festival? So that is Jammu and Kashmir. Right. Now next question is, Manav Sampada portal is associated with which state or the union territory? So Uttar Pradesh government has decided to upload the yearly records of Group A and B officials, including appointments, transfers and leaves on this Manav Sampada portal. And basic aim is to improve the efficiency and usefulness of the portal while promoting transparency in grievance and providing convenience to the employees. Fine. So Uttar Pradesh is associated with this Manav Sampada portal. Talking about Uttar Pradesh here, recently Uttar Pradesh has decided that it would set up a digital Kumbh museum, and this decision came from the tourism department, right? Also, Uttar Pradesh has recently formulated the pharmaceutical industry policy 2023, and basic aim is to establish the state as a prominent hub for the pharmaceutical products in India. Fine. You can be asked that which state has launched the pharmaceutical industrial policy 2023. Answer would be Uttar Pradesh. Can you tell me, in Maharashtra, the Ahmednagar district has been renamed to what? So now Ahmednagar district has been renamed as Ahilyabai Holkar. So it is Ahilyabai Holkar. Which state or the union territory launched the celebrities associated with the Shimla map? So this map was launched recently by the state Himachal Pradesh, and it was prepared by Mr. Trilok Suryavanshi, who is the former assistant director of the Department of Language. Fine. So this map will actually serve as a record for youth to get information about the historical importance. So this map is associated with the state Himachal Pradesh. Now if we talk about few state related current affairs, talking about Himachal Pradesh itself, few days back it has launched its green hydrogen policy, right? And aim is to establish the state as a leading hub for green hydrogen production, right? Then second news is about the Konark Sun Temple complex, which is to be built in the state of Odisha. Fine. Also, construction of Veer Shiromani Maharana Pratap Lok is said to be commenced in Bhopal. Fine. Odisha was also in news because of its two of the initiatives. First is Odisha for artificial intelligence, and second one is artificial intelligence for youth. And these two initiatives aims to enhance the digital literacy among the public and to bridge the technical divide and empower the citizens to thrive in an increasingly digital world, right? Odisha has also launched a Mo Ghara scheme few days back, and aim is to transform the kacha houses into pakka houses, right? Talking about Madhya Pradesh, few days back it has launched a scheme named as Mukhyamantri Sikho Kamao Yojana. Fine. Aim is to provide opportunities for unemployed youth in the state. Fine. Now next question is, Ministry of Defence granted approval for the procurement of Predator MQ-9 Reaper drones from which country? So Ministry of Defence granted the approval for the procurement of the Predator MQ-9 Reaper drones from the country US. And this deal was approved recently during the Defence Acquisition Council meeting. And the final decision on this matter will be made by the Cabinet Committee on Security. Fine. So we would procure these Predator MQ-9 Reaper drones from the country US. Talking about some defense related current affairs, which country was the host for exercise Khan Quest? This is the country Mongolia. Then 3 countries have recently conducted their first ever maritime partnership exercise, where in Gulf of Oman And which are these three countries? India, France and UAE. Okay. Also don't forget that the very first Indian Air Force Heritage Center has recently been inaugurated in Chandigarh. Okay. What is the name of the mascot of the National Water Mission? So Vice President of India Jagdeep Dhankar has conferred the 4th National Water Awards 2022, in which 41 winners, including the joint winners across 11 categories, were awarded for their work in the field of water conservation and management. Also, Vice President has launched an animated short film on Piku, which is the mascot of the National Water Mission, for telecast on Doordarshan, so as to spread the message of water conservation. Fine. So what is the name of the mascot of National Water Mission? Answer is Piku. Talking about the mascots, what is the mascot for the 37th edition of Indian National Games? So this is Moga. Okay. And this national game is organized by Indian Olympic Association, the president of which is PT Usha. Okay. Who has launched this mascot? Answer would be the Chief Minister of Goa. Who's that? Mr. Pramod Sawant. Now, talking about the Jagriti mascot, it belongs to the Department of Consumer Affairs, and this mascot is for empowering the consumers and generating awareness towards their rights. Fine. So Jagriti mascot belongs to the Department of Consumer Affairs. Next is the World Bank launched its first dedicated road safety project in South Asia. For which country? So the World Bank launched its first dedicated road safety project in South Asia with a $358 million financing agreement that was signed with the government of Bangladesh. And the project seeks to improve road safety and reduce the fatalities and injuries from road crashes in selected cities, high-risk highways and district roads. Okay. So World Bank has launched its first dedicated road safety project in South Asia for the country Bangladesh. And now you have to tell me who's the current president of Bangladesh. Do let me know in the comment section. Talking about the World Bank, who's the current and the new president of World Bank? This is Mr. Ajay Banga, and he has replaced David Malpass. Okay, this appointment is very important. And there are few reports from World Bank. The first is Women, Business and the Law Index. It is released by the World Bank. Second report is the Global Economic Prospect Report. This is an important report and it is again from World Bank. And the third one is Gender Toolkit. It is also released by the World Bank along with Chennai Urban Metropolitan Authority. Okay. This question was asked in one of the examinations, that Gender Toolkit belongs to which organization? Answer would be World Bank. Last question is Aditi Gopichand Swamy, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So Aditi Gopichand Swamy broke the under 18 compound world record to top the women's qualification round in the third stage of the Archery World Cup. And the Indian women's compound team of Jyoti, Aditi and Parneet topped the seedings with total 2119 points in the qualification, and compound men's team of Abhishek, Ojas and Prathamesh settled for the second seed with 2112 points. Right? Simply Aditi Gopichand Swamy is associated with archery. Okay. Now let's talk about few sport related current affairs. These days Canadian Grand Prix is in news, and recently the Canadian Grand Prix has been won by Max Verstappen. Second was Fernando Alonso and the third was Lewis Hamilton. Okay. Now if we talk about the World Squash Championship that recently took place, in this winner is Egypt, and Egypt has won this championship by defeating the country Malaysia. Okay. And which country was the venue for this event? Answer would be India, and it took place in the state of Tamil Nadu. And third position was jointly occupied by India and Japan. Fine. Next, we'll be talking about ICC World Test Championship, which has been won by the country Australia. Australia has won this championship by defeating the country India. And with this, Australia has created a history by becoming the first men's team in the world cricket to win an ICC World title in all the three formats. Fine. So it has been won by the country Australia by defeating the country India. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today. And we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Hadsana signing off.